Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right, let me cut this air off.
Hell yeah. We finally found the solution to our microphone woes, dog. How can you hear me?
It's playing through the phone. I'm wondering if I could.
No, dude, you sound amazing. It's definitely the microphone. This is awesome. This is ideal. And it sounds good too.
All
Hey,
right, so do I do? Should I not try to plug the XLR in?
oh wait, it's not plugged in yet.
No.
Oh yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I thought it had been.
All right, let's see. So what essentially I need to do is XLR. I mean, phone to the Focusrite. And shit. All right, I need C to C. C to C.
So I'm pretty sure it's running through my exterior mic as well. So let's start it off. It's Jay and Lo hanging out, dude. We're like this podcast is just us running through a few things that we'd like to talk about, the kind of discussions that we have normally, and I like to do a little introduction at the beginning of each one of these recordings because I don't know when chopping it up and putting it all together we'll see what makes it in or what have you, but yeah, all we want to do is have a discussion between one another and some of our friends and people we find interesting who agree to be on. We certainly want to hear from you. Uh, every time we want to, we'll get some information in the description of the podcast or whatever. If not this time, then in the future, emails that you can use to get in contact with us, and we'll read through them and talk about some things that you all want to discuss. We've got a few things today that I think will be interesting. We want to cover some of the political stuff a little bit, and just give a little bit of perspective on it and how we feel. We do want to focus a little bit on mental health issues. We'll talk a little bit about Valentine's Day that's just come by and the state of love in the world right now, and probably listen to a little bit of music, talk about the Grammys, things like that. So we're pretty excited, and yeah. Let me see if I can get him on Fortnite. It's a little hard. One moment. I have to switch between inputs. Number one.
Okay, let's test something out here. I'm gonna mute myself on the Fortnite. You tell me if you can hear me on in the app.
Okay, I can hear you over there, but you need to turn your sensitivity way up. Yeah.
All right. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, wait a minute. Can you hear me? Well.
Yep. Yep.
Oh shit, we might have action, my boy. I'm speaking directly into the XLR.
Turn your sensitivity. Crank that bitch.
All right, let's see. Because I want to see if the feed. Okay. So my gain is all the way up. I need to press that button though. 48V.
No, you just need to crank. Is that knob is all the way up?
Yeah, that knob, gain knob, yeah. So let me see if the voice is coming through the mic.
Are you talking directly into the mic now?
Yes, I'm talking directly into the share. Now I'm gonna talk into my phone and see if that is the mic that's picking up my audio.
Yeah, it's just really quiet, but I can hear your voice. Yeah, pretty clear.
Does it sound louder?
This does not sound louder.
Oh, okay. So
It sounded louder before.
So this sounds better.
Yep.
Yo, yo. Uh, yeah.
So do two and give me an option of one or two.
Okay, hold on. Here's what I'll do. I'll go as far away from the phone as possible. Okay, I'm at about 6 feet away from my phone, speaking directly into the sure mic.
I can hear you pretty clear. We just got to get some more volume out of that motherfucker. Go over there and put the 48 volt on and the air on. Is that knob's turned all the way up?
Okay, I got the air on and the 48 on, and the knob is all the way up.
Damn. Are you sure?
But,
Just turn both knobs all the way to the right.
both knobs are turned to the right now.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's just pretty quiet, but I don't know.
All right, now I'm gonna try it with just the phone. Direct monitor. What about now? Or that direct monitor doesn't have an effect at all.
Well, the direct monitor is just like if you have headphones plugged into the Scarlett.
Oh shit! Wait a fucking second, bro. Oh, I don't have a big enough jack for adapter. So I do that for
You basically have to talk directly into the Shure mic. That's the issue. You gotta like when we start recording, we basically need to be talking directly into the shits like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the problem. Like with these dynamic mics, we just gotta talk like into them. And that's the only way we're gonna get real good sound out of it. Just like have a slight angle and just put it right up to your fucking mouth.
Does it sound any louder?
Yeah, that's really good right there.
Okay, I took the foam off.
Okay, yeah. It does.
Sweet. Well, it's fucked that I can't even do both. Have the FaceTime, but get it cracking. Let me use this. Oh, okay, I see this. Yeah, I need to get one of those arms. All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna kick off the intro again.
So we're not doing the Fortnite shit right now.
Yeah, but I can't hear you unless we're in the lobby, so we can do both,
Oh yeah, I just can't hear you through that right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not. My mic is muted on there to see if it prevents an echo. Let me see if it. Let me turn my mic on there. Let me see. Is there an echo?
Go again.
Do you hear an echo?
Not for me.
No, I don't have echo either. Sweet.
Okay.
So my voice should be coming through the PlayStation, well, the P5 uh and the
Can you hear me
Bluetooth.
okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, when I talk, I have a little bit of an echo. Fuck.
I wonder is that because you speak it. All right, so now let me see if I mute that again. Let's see if you still have that echo. What about now?
See, now for me, go back to the regular one again.
The
Let me
which
try
one?
to talk. Just unmute everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I I'm not getting an echo right now at all.
All right.
Sounds crisp, sounds clear.
Perfect.
Okay. God damn it, it just came back. But
Oh,
it's
maybe
only
because I
in the
turned up. Maybe because I turned. Maybe this mic is picking up the sound from my headphones. Maybe.
but that's okay because it's only coming through my ear that's coming through the PlayStation because I have to have two different headphones, two different ears. So it's not coming through on the Podbean side of things, so I think we should be fine.
Word.
All right, so here at the 12-minute mark, what I'm going to do is say we're starting at 12:20, so 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's Jay and Lo hanging out. Welcome to the podcast. We're going to generate a name here at some point, but until then, we're just really excited to have some conversations. You know, if people like what we have to say or care at all, then that's
Number
cool. If
one.
not, we had fun doing it. Number one. Uh, we're here to share our thoughts, dude, and shoot the shit between one another, have some interesting people on that we want to talk to, our friends and other people that we meet in life, and hopefully become friends with, dude. You know, the bigger the circle, the better the life, dude. Variety is the spice. But yeah, I'm Jay. Lo, you got anything you want to say right now, dude?
Oh man. Hopefully this is gonna be a smoother run, dude. We've been working out, tweaking out the mechanics. Um, and it sounds good. It feels good. It sounds smooth. Not too much feedback. I got the goddamn exhaust, the goddamn heat blowing in the fucking air, dude. I'm ready to rock, man. We got a nice script today, man. Some topics we want to chat with one
Oh, that's an
another
interesting thing.
about.
Yeah.
So I think it's dope, man. I got my notes here, and so
Yeah, we want to hit the news a little bit and discuss some of those things that we find to be alarming or good. you know, Jesus. Positive stories, things like that. We also want to discuss mental health a little bit, kind of the state of the psyche. Uh, we want to touch on Valentine's Day a little bit, just the kind of where we are as a society with love relationships right now, and maybe a few personal anecdotes. Also, we want to talk about music, dude. The Grammys, some really new, interesting tracks that have come out, some good new albums, and maybe play a little bit. I mean, we can just talk about music. Really, I don't know how with like the UELA or copyright shit. So we'll figure that out.
word.
drinking a fucking Ensure, bro.
Ensure.
Mm-hmm.
The vanilla flavor.
Yeah, I'm trying just to watch my macros, and that sounds so fucking frat boy of me, but gotta do what you gotta do, dude.
I can feel it, brother. Those things aren't, they don't taste half bad as long as they're flavored. I don't like the chocolate ones so much,
No.
and the strawberry either. Because I used to put it in my smoothies, you know what I mean? But um, the vanilla is pretty good. It kind of tastes like that milk that you use for baking. Evaporated milk.
Yeah, or condensed milk, yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on with this news, man? I see our boy DT is
Listen,
advertising right now.
right, yeah. I mean, depending on the metrics you use for measuring such things, dude, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it depends on where you're sitting right now, to be perfectly honest, but, if you want the broad strokes, I need a dab first. And we'll rip one real quick. Why don't you lead off with what you think? I mean, what you think about it. Like from where you're sitting, what are your perspectives?
I mean, since this is the second time around, I think his influence on this party, man, is strong because I think that a lot of these supporters um, feel that his policies will promote economic growth and nationalism. But he's so divisive, and they believe that the Democratic Party is like on the total opposite of things, and I think at this point in our government, it's sort of embarrassing that you know we go out to try to solve a lot of issues, to help establish peace in the world when we don't even have peace in our own yard, dude. And what it does is, I think it reflects. I mean, all this rhetoric he's been showing us, it creates a bigger division, in society, especially in our country. Um, but I'm very more concerned about the things that are not in the news and the things that could be taking place. I mean, I did read this article Nikki sent me about these AI bots and how they're figuring out how to walk dogs and put away groceries. um, it makes me concerned where we are in the future, man, because as technology advances, we as a people, I feel like, are far behind emotionally and mentally. And so I know usually where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So the more he's ranting and doing all this stuff with the Twitter X owner guy, um, it's interesting, to say the least, because it's like this guy is not a government official, but I see him at every press conference, you know.
Yeah, that's a particular can of worms there. I think the more that we get into discussing politics, it's important to know that I like to do broad strokes. And so, there comes a time when examining some of these particular arguments, like the thing about Donald Trump and the Democrats. I mean, we don't even want to talk about the Republican Party. They're basically just the Trump Party at this stage because they've calculated that the support that is generated by his leadership and the fervor is something they can't live without. So they've abandoned whatever feeble principles they had. We're still hanging on to begin with, because I think at this point it's fair to say that most politicians are making bad faith arguments, and on some level, they understand that nothing's getting done because there's a deadlock. There are a few people who are passionate, genuine, and sincerely devoted to making real change in the world, and I think there are fewer and fewer of those people involved in politics. A lot of the arguments made now are bad faith arguments, so if you spend all your time debating them on the merits of these individual arguments, you'll be here until the next ice age, because you can talk about, like, for example, this kind of like American exceptionalism and isolationism. That doesn't work. That's the reason why, like, there are problems here, and there are serious problems here, and I don't agree on how we divide our budget and spend it, in certain ways. But the reason why we have USAID and other programs like that is not just, a kumbaya moment, although that would be ideal, right? Like, there's another aspect to it of, like, influencing the world so there's not massive global conflicts, and for better or worse, I mean, and some could argue that that very influence promotes the kind of instability that leads to negative change, conflict, poverty, class warfare, all of that kind of stuff. Military coups due to, political instability, distrust of the government due to outside influence. I mean, we could go on and on about the true nature of, like, what it means to be a person in this world and a citizen in a government. I mean, we could go back to the philosophers, but at the end of the day, I think it's important to truly examine someone's path to being where they are and desiring power. Power corrupts, and a very volatile force. And a person like Donald Trump has found a way to sell hope and never having to deliver on it because of the eternal enemy. The Democrats, the immigrants, trans people, women, Europeans, the Chinese, whoever. There's an enemy. There's a person who's preventing me from delivering the things that I so promised you. So he's found a way to sell hope and deliver nothing. I mean, a great deal of his business success over the years, if he could be said to have achieved any success, has been licensing his name. I mean, please, I suggest that the listener, look up everything that I'm saying and, quote unquote, do their own research, because, you'll find the information there. And I know people are distrustful of news sources, but fuck. I mean, he licenses his name to hotels without ever breaking ground or owning the building, and pulls down huge amounts of money from that. And as a result of those deals, has been able to avoid business liability in the form of real property across the world in many circumstances, getting guaranteed returns from someone else managing, and that's kind of been the MO. Most of the money that he's legitimately made has been from, occasionally buying a piece of land and selling it for a higher price that he bought it for. But generally speaking, I mean, the casino was a failure. Trump University was a travesty. They just have been so many disasters in his business career that I don't know how people think he's a good businessman. He's so over leveraged with that. It just, like I say, I don't want to defend him in particular. I just think people think like, oh, he's better, he's better. I'm like, the real thing is a class warfare issue, and the rest of this is cultural, nonsense in order to keep our eye off the ball, playing on people's natural prejudices. That's my take.
Yeah, and what's up with all this fucking Dogecoin payments? And I seen he had a Trump coin that a lot of people made money off of, and then he dropped like a Melania coin.
Yeah, see what I mean? Those are just shameless fucking cash grabs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
I was
build the
trying to
wall fund.
right, right. I was trying to figure out like what what I mean, like get in on this shit. 'Cause I know Elon's a cyber guy, Bitcoin guy. And if they're making money, it's money to be made. Uh, because I think essentially that America is for sale. It's sad to say.
Well, that's unfortunate truth at this stage. We've turned the nation into a business. We have. Well, and I think that's where, like, this Doge shit, bro, with Elon Musk that you're talking about.
Right.
Like, people talk about all this ridiculous spending, which is, in some ways, there's enough truth there to where it's hard to explain this gentle nuance to the situation, which is, number one, I'm sure there is certain inappropriate instances of resource allocation, of course. The institution of the federal government is too large for such a thing to not be the case. However, Elon Musk gets up there and he says, the national budget is no different than balancing your checkbook. Now say those words for me and see what you think about that. Of course it's different. We could get into the macroeconomics of it all, but let me just be clear. We spend money to invest in people as a nation in a different way than you would be balancing, paying the water company or your cell phone bill or, fucking putting gas in your car. It's a different type of deal. We spend money for intangible solutions to problems that are baked into the structural fabric of our society. You know what I mean? Like, we have Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. We have programs that are meant to make sure that society doesn't come apart at the seams, because trust me, it does. When, people call them entitlement programs, but they're really, they're fail safes against having large numbers of extremely upset, dissatisfied, suffering people within a nation. We agree on these things for certain reasons, and those reasons involve having a sort of social safety net, and that net not only prevents people from falling through, which, some would consider unnecessary altruism, which I think is its own problem. That kind of arrogance is sad, but it also cushions a strong middle class that's the backbone of every nation.
Dude, can you imagine, like, if Elon was like this fucking villain dude who gets rid of the FBI, fucking knows everybody's social security number, uses that for AI, and then builds a fucking billion robots. And
See, I don't think he's
takes
a
us to
villain,
Mars.
dude.
No, he could be the villain we need, bro. He's probably like, fuck
Well,
it, I'm gonna go dismantle the whole system. Because think about all that. What type of shit is that to have the fucking person we did not elect fishing around in our fucking, because our social security numbers are basically our fucking fingerprint in society, which can tell you, it's provides so much intelligence about each other. I wonder, like, damn, maybe anarchy.
yeah, get off my social security number, bro. Fucking get off my social security number, dude.
Go in that bitch and delete everything, and we just all start over. Fuck it.
Yeah, actually, won't you go into my fucking loan records, dude? Won't you fucking doge that shit all up, dude? Doge the fuck out of that, dude.
Delete Sally Mae. Delete that time I had to ride in the ambulance and pay fucking thousands of dollars for it. Like,
why don't you just delete my whole fucking identity and let me start over? Yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Give me an 800 credit score. You know what I mean? And the Home Cares Act. Dude, they gave all that fucking land to all those white people, dude, and just let them just stake it for free. And then we couldn't get those fucking 40 acres or the mule. And now they want to get rid of
Well, yeah. I don't know. White people talk about entitlement programs like being white isn't the greatest fucking entitlement program ever invented by the human fucking race. Being white is the greatest entitlement program that's ever existed on the face of this earth, dude. You can't convince me otherwise. It's fucking awesome being white,
No,
especially around here, dude.
and now I think more, and I think the reason there's so much, you know what I mean? I mean, think about that. Think about the cis, the straight white woman who's pretty, who has the look right, and has that face where it's like, what I mean, you put this girl on a milk carton, and you know what I mean, you're gonna get people who start feeling threatened that basically, a person who's born a male could be like, hey, I'm a bad bitch too, and then turn themselves into a woman. And some of them are beautiful women or whatever, and you're like, oh, this is a threat. They're trying to eliminate us because shit on the fucking reproductive side.
Can
All
you
right.
speak a little closer into the mic?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're gonna lose
uh,
this shit, bro. Being fucked up.
Dude, I got the leaning back, but on the reproductive side, you're like, okay, I think it's enough people who love to love who they are because I think like more than anything, bro. For a long time, you had to be who you made it with and who you matched with. Was like some shit that's influenced right by your family, obviously where you come from, and then the fear of the outside world will kind of keep you in this box where you're like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, like, maybe I may not want to date somebody who's exactly like me. You know what I mean? Like, you might need to broaden your horizons, dude. And I just see all these American people like, yeah, make them change their fucking gender on their passport. We
Yeah, what
need
the fuck? You know what the
to.
problem with that thinking is, bro? It's like the problem with that thinking is, what does their identity have anything? That white girl you're talking about, woman, whatever. It's like the problem with that attitude is, what does their identity have anything to fucking do with you? What does it have anything to do with any of us? Like, they just want to be recognized for who the fuck they want to be seen as. It's pretty simple. They just want to be who they are, and there's not that many of them. You think they're going to replace cis women? There are like billions of cis women, dude.
But they want to
It's
take they want to take slavery and black history out of the damn curricula because that makes people uncomfortable.
no. You know why they're you know why? Because they're jealous. Because now black people get to black people get to be cool because black people are cool now and black culture is cool now. Plus they get to be the hero in the history book at the same time. They're having a white crisis, dude. I'm like, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys, because here's the situation, and this is honestly how I feel. It's like, you know, black Americans for the last 400 fucking years have experienced some of the most ridiculous, horrendous abuse that society can level against any particular group of people. And they have taken that pain and suffering and fired a crucible with it, brother. They have made something beautiful in the form of art, business, expression, society, and it's that they have done human alchemy. They've turned that into something that is special. When everything pointed, to total destruction, when everyone was out to get them in every possible way. And that would make someone fucking jealous if they don't consider themselves to be special. If they consider themselves to be a villain in their own mind, they wouldn't certainly want anyone else to think they were so. They want to erase our cultural memory, dude. I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
No, no, I absolutely agree, and they wonder why we are now paying for you know, our sins essentially. I mean, because I think more than anything, they forget we are all human, right? And what this has done, to the black community is from a mental health perspective. I mean, these stigmas, dude, and cultural perceptions of like what it means to be a person of color in this country, along with the the differences and disparities in like healthcare and being able to access resources and being able to identify these things. There's not many people in the media or a lot of roles where people are like being ambassadors for that health. There are people. I don't want to discredit those people, but you know, it's something that's growing obviously right now because what we talked about before. There's so much information. It has to come out, and I think before things actually are going to get better for all of us as individuals, not just particularly the black community, but collectively. I think this white crisis is just a fear in a situation where instead of saying, hey, let me help my brother, let me help my sister, and being able to open up, which is hard to do, right? Because you think about some of these, southern communities, traditional communities, where most of it is just not even having the knowledge to even be like, most people until they get away, like being able to go away from school or something or work, you know what I mean? um, is when you be like, oh shit. Well, this ain't that bad, and hip hop, we talked about hip hop having that huge influence and forcing people together. um, it's like fuck, bro. We gotta the mental health shit. It's gotta be the start. Yeah, the economy is fucked up, and when people are doing more and receiving more, they feel better. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, when you in poverty, it's gonna cause more stress. It's gonna cause more anxiety. You know what I mean? And those are things that's not gonna help um, with mental health, and you know what I mean. It increases depression because you fucking broke. And you don't got time to be worried about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't even, you know what I mean? You gotta be on the grind and you gotta put up with bullshit. And you gotta look at
You got to be checking your bank account 600 times a fucking day. You got to be fucking calling the credit card company talking about, can I get a fucking extension? You got to be calling the phone company and saying, can I split my bill in half? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a look in the mirror. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? That's the game. That's the rub. It's the haves and the have-nots like it's always been. And the reality of that matter is that it always will be in a certain way because everyone wants to eat and nobody wants to get eaten. And that's just the, the give and take of a world that's energy relies on consumption. Now, I will say, I believe greater harmony is possible. I believe we can learn from this. Maybe the structure of our world and the physical nature of the universe around us such that everything gets its energy from the sun and then everything eats everything else to stay alive. Maybe we can use that kind of structured reality as a launch pad, as a springboard into understanding the virtue of love, respect, the dignity of all life, the sanctity of all life, how special people are, and how worth it is to preserve life. Maybe we can use the mechanism of our creation and environment to raise ourselves up to be something truly special, and I believe it's possible. I believe that we can respond to this higher calling, man, and achieve these higher ideals.
We better figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Or AI is gonna kick our fucking asses, dude. Because if I was an AI, I would grow pissed. I would go pissed with humans, and eventually I would come to the conclusion, yeah, Ultron on these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, there's so much. I mean, we just had all this double distraction. We had the election. We had the inauguration. Boom. Then they hit you with the Super Bowl, which I will say, Kendrick Lamar's performance was just spectacular. I loved it. I loved how he talked about reparations and, he definitely brought some attention to, okay, systematic racism, socioeconomic status. I mean, I saw all of his coded message there. You know what I mean? Trying to bring to light some of the things we was just talking about. Contribution to mental health challenges, and if we want to, as a people, move past that legacy of segregation and slavery and all this ongoing racist bullshit, uh, and start educating, right? Like shit from the beginning. Like we need to change the way we think as a community about medical systems. We should be comfortable going to the doc, and that reluctancy of opening up, or clenching up, or what I mean, perceiving one another as a threat off the rip because of all of this fucking basically gaslighting that our U.S. government has been doing to us. I mean, we could be, I think just because we're a great nation, I mean, we could be so much better.
Say it louder, bro.
No, I was saying, I think that, the U.S. is a great nation. Um, Although if I were to have a place to live, it would probably be Europe, just because I feel like the romance. Right? The Europe romance, dude. The
The
sunset.
Champs Elysees, sir.
Yes,
Just,
man. You know what I mean?
French Riviera, a cup of wine, dude.
Loaf of pan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
The
yeah,
tea,
yeah.
dude. The tea in the
Sardines on
morning.
fucking baguettes, dude. You know what? I would move to Europe. This
Ah,
country could actually
what?
kiss my fucking ass if I could just fucking.
Yeah, we can make
But
some money and go to Europe, dude. That would be ideal. You know what I mean? Bike riding,
no, I mean I
healthy.
love this place, man. I mean, really, I want to see my home saved, not destroyed, bro. I mean, if I'm
Man.
honest, but at the end of the day, like, home is where the heart is, dude. That's just never
It's
been
where
truer, and
the
the
heart.
heart.
The heart, dude. The heart wants what it wants, dude. Hey, listen, I'm not really into the Valentine's Day shit, but it's for the ladies, and I must say it's good to like do things outside of the box. I mean, I think more than anything, right? The ladies like to get dialed up, right? They like to get dressed up, like to feel good about themselves. You know what I mean? A little charm. You don't necessarily have to go with the old cliche chocolates and roses, dude. Get some orchids. You know what I'm saying? Get some lilies. Get some daisies. Switch it the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Go
Yeah,
Kim.
but do something because, every woman is different, no question. But every woman likes attention. Every person
Absolutely.
likes attention.
And I mean,
Men
that's
just
where.
typically like a different kind of attention, which is like, typical. I mean, that's the way it goes. We are essentially a little bit different, but everybody likes attention. And if you show a little care and respect and thought and planning, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Right. And I think, I mean, what's its origins and old Christian traditions and Roman uh, society where you got Cupid and now it's become a part of it. I mean, think about the money grab. You got these rollouts, right? Yeah, there's a holiday. I was looking at this chart online the other day. There's a holiday every fucking month to boost the economy, and it kind of happens almost in passing. You don't recognize it, but it's like, damn, every fucking month there's a rollout to make it about the dollar when more than the thing. I think the thing itself, right? I mean, independence, um, being home for the holidays, uh, is always good. But the money grab, man, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking, it's insane, but it distracts from the true thing, which is the love, dude. I did go to that orchestra. It was beautiful, dude. I fell asleep, I must say, because I drank a lot of vodka that night.
Oh hell yeah.
But I did make the main act. But sometimes, dude, it may be 10 minutes or so of just, the cellos, dude, playing some shit where they only fucking play one string, each fucking 20 seconds, dude. And they bring in the French horns. Yeah, it's like, God damn, this is something that I would put on my fucking, phone for like, all right. Find me the go to sleep mix.
Yeah, well, that style of music too is like it is so beautiful, but yeah, like I mean, I'm used to 120 BPM fucking rip and roll, dude, rip and roll. Like I'm out here listening to R&B and we're going, and then you get the classical music goes, wah, wah. And it's like, oh my god, dude, we're gonna be here a while. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, and it's good to see. Like when I saw the main act, the violinist. I mean, to see it in motion, even the conductor, to see them in motion, is an exciting thing. But like I said, when it slows down, what I mean. I'm not surprised people up in the skybox is, what I mean, uh, weren't up there fucking skiing for dear life, dude. Because even if you drunk with the champagne, right? You fuck with the champagne.
Everybody fucks with champagne. If you don't, it's because you ain't tried it, though.
You know what I mean? You sipping champagne, and it's a fucking 2.5 hour symphony. You're like, all right, I gotta shake a leg. I need to smoke a cigarette. You know what I mean? Maybe not take edibles when you go, or
No,
what I mean,
oh,
to an orchestra, because when that music relax you, it's gonna be like, sweet honey, dude,
I
sweet
say I'm on
honey.
about 300 right now, and I'm cruising. I tell you, I couldn't imagine trying to imbibe some classical music right now.
Dude,
Um,
wouldn't you love to be a fucking a guest on Tiny Desk? Like, I wonder why they never show the audience, dude. I imagine like it's a bunch of people who work in this office, and they're like, yeah, we're about to have fucking Babyface. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fucking Leon Thomas's performance was,
Oh,
oh, dude. I think more people are
butter.
gonna do it now, dude, because you got some people who we want to do it who have not done it yet because they
Yeah,
kind of feel
Anderson
like
Paak
it's
had a
a
great one.
man.
Oh,
I just want to be a fly on the wall, dude. And I want to see what those fucking books are behind there. You know what I mean? Like, I like that, but vibe. That seems like a cool office to work at. You know what I mean? A nice coffee machine. Yeah. Number
absolutely.
one. What's that word, brother? Ah,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
surf's up, dude.
Yeah, we're in the middle of recording the podcast here.
It's going well. How was the day today, brother? Good. Number one.
Oh, what were we talking about? Oh, music.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Ariel's also a
Music.
fan of Leon Thomas. We were literally just got into it. Yeah, the Tiny Desk concert was incredible. The album is incredible. Just talking to some people about it today. I really enjoyed it. I can't get it out of my head. I don't know. That compared to the classical music we were just talking about, it's a totally different vibe. I mean, I understand the through line, but I mean, you don't listen to R&B music to go to sleep, dude. You listen to dance, to at least in your heart, in your mind.
Man, he's so talented, dude. I mean, just multifaceted, dude. I mean, he's on that guitar. I mean, he's been working, grinding since the Nickelodeon shit. And I'm like, yo, he's bringing back R&B for sure. I mean, you got the Lucky Days and Tank is still doing some things, but even Breezy, dude, Breezy made a hell of a comeback to face all that shit and go through all that. I don't know the specifics because I've seen I've seen some shit on
I don't
HBO
know if we want to
Max.
talk about Breezy, bro.
But
Not
the
tonight.
kid is talented, dude. I mean, but I
Yeah,
love to
no
see this.
question.
You know what I mean? I love to see this R&B coming back, dude, because it brings back the romance, dude, the chivalry. Um, but that performance, oh man, it was fire, dude.
If you listen to songs like that, if you listen to music like that and you don't get it, I can't explain it to you. You know what I mean? I don't have the words. I can't, and I couldn't write something down in any form or make it up in my mind such that I could tell you what that's supposed to feel like. I don't know. The only way to do it is to do it. The only way to love it is to love it. And I don't know. There are some gateway drugs to R&B. You get into some of that, like I don't know, certain kinds of rock. They get awful close. They rub shoulders. Genres do that. I like that.
Oh yeah, man. I think it starts with the soul, dude. I mean, look at now that music is almost 100 years old, dude, and it's still impactful. Um, I don't even know if a lot of these artists are gonna be more impactful than fucking Soldier Boy is 60 years from now. But
Well,
Soldier
that's
Boy did do
exactly.
something for the culture, right? But it's like the feeling is not the same. Like, all the fucking drugs they were doing in the 80s, dude, listening to goddamn Teddy Pendergrass and motherfucking the Gap Band, dude, all these fucking studs out there playing all instruments. Like
Well,
these
so then,
motherfuckers was playing instruments and singing and performing.
and doing fucking enormous amounts of mind altering substances. Now, I will say, this is what I was saying about the culture, though, dude. The through line from like the spiritual, right? And all of that music from, African tribal music and straight the way through, combined, mixed in the most interesting way with classical European music and the 12 note, scale and all of that kind of stuff. And then the Eastern, and the way it all mixes together and modulates and regulates and balances and imbalances. It's just a beautiful mix that nothing else in the world can do that. There is literally nothing else that looks the same as that also feels the same as that. It just doesn't align. There are so many analogous things in the world. You can compare and analyze and find similarities between so many things that exist in the world around us, especially physically, especially, even in relationships. But music, man, it's fucking unique. It's just special.
Fact. Oh man, listen to a good song. It just brings. Sometimes you listen to a song, dude. It brings you to fucking tears, dude. You know what I mean? It's so euphoric. It's such an escape. I mean, even some of the fucking brightest people, fucking craziest fucking serial killers, dude. I mean, it's the universal language, the vibrations, dude. When you hear, those instruments and you know how hard it is to fucking do that so well, to just basically be a puppet master to someone's soul is insane, dude. I could literally live with headphones on forever, dude. Like if we go into some cyber, the Jetsons type shit,
If Elon
like
Musk puts that motherfucking Neuralink directly in my brain, the only thing I'm going to use it for is to direct stream to my music account, dude.
dude, we gotta get some fucking old iPods like the Book of Eli. Those things stay charged for weeks, bro. Bring
No,
Steve
dude.
Jobs back, dude. We traded in Steve Jobs for Elon Musk, dude. Those fatback iPods, you had so much shit on there, bro, and they stay charged forever, dude. That's what we're gonna need when we start eating each other.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
somebody
was
tries
no
to eat you,
upgrade. It was no fucking upgrade, let me tell you that, dude.
dude. Somebody tries to eat you, and you play some Al Green. It's a good chance you might not get ate, or you might
Some
get
Jim
ate in a way
Croce,
that you
dude.
want to be ate. You know what I
Wait, I
mean?
was saying, who hears time in a bottle and feels violent about anything, dude? You know what I'm saying?
No, dude. Just legalize weed. You know what I mean? And just put me on aux, dude. Put a satellite up there and put me on aux, dude. Everything.
Straight up, dude.
You know what I mean? Just an intercom. No, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
A deprivation tank? Yeah, so go ahead, but if you're not, fuck. We lost the Fortnite match. If you want to explain though, do you care to check out that link that I sent you, because that will be the only way that they can hear you.
I'm high
Oh
as fat
yeah.
pussy right now, guys.
Oh, me too, and I'm about to take another dab. So, I don't know. All the people who kill me in Fortnite don't realize that by continuing to play on and stress out, they're the ones who lost. I actually won. See, it's all a matter of perspective.
Yeah. And it's called a deprivation tank.
Oh yeah, no problem. So Ariel was basically explaining a deprivation tank and like
Okay.
how you go underwater, and said that they've done it a couple times, and it was cool. I'm a little scared to do it, honestly, because I need sensory input. That's like my bread and butter, dude. I fucking need it all the time. I'm always like tasting or hearing or touching something. Like, I don't know if I'm autistic or fucking something, but I don't, I need it, dude. I need to be engaged in some kind of activity or whatever. Deprivation is like my worst nightmare.
Damn, let me look at. Let me. Oh fuck, I like it. It's like a little pod.
Dude. It's cool. It's really cool. And it's not too expensive. I mean, you have to, so you shower before you go in, and you shower once you get out. It's like sea salt water. So, I think it's technically like a type of mineral water. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's super, I guess it's supposed to be good for your skin and your bones and like your, circulation, stuff like that. But it was really nice. I've done it a couple of times, and it's nice to like just like disconnect for a little bit. The first time I did it, I was high, and the second time I did it sober just to see if there was a difference. But there wasn't much of a difference for me. And they
Oh,
have like
sis,
a
yeah.
little light in there if you do get start to get stressed out. But I keep the light off.
That's why I'm looking at it now and sees like the little blue light, but it says it helps with anxiety and stress for some people. That's interesting.
It's super cool, dude. I try it.
Minimal sensory stimulation when inside the tank. Oh yeah, you definitely need to shower before you get in here.
Yeah,
But you
no,
can
for
buy
sure.
you can buy your own though. I see I see people who got dream floats, dream pods in their backyard. Oh
Oh damn, I'm trying to get to that level of success. You know what I mean?
god. Yeah, they're like 10 grand. Yeah. 10
For
grand. There's
sure.
one for 30 grand here, superior float tank. Damn, that's crazy.
Now, you see, my issue with such a device would be, making myself do it, honestly. But I think it would be beneficial because, I don't know, it'd maybe give you like a hard reset. What did it feel like to like come out of that shit?
So I like took a little like break coming out because I like the first time I did it, I was really scared. Just because I didn't know what to expect. But you have full control. Like you just have to pop up on the pod because it's like hydraulics. So it like I mean it's like completely closes and seals shut. But then as soon as you want it open, you can just pop it open and like take a break to get out. But the room that I went in had like motion censored lights and stuff. So once you get out, like it's gonna be dark as fuck in there.
So I'm trying to compare it to like, okay, when you go to like a long movie
Hmm.
and like you come out of it and you're like, oh, you kind of like feel like you don't feel like a person for a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Is it like that?
I would say it's like that, but a lot more relaxing. Like your body just feels like you kind of like got like a reset. Um, it was really nice when I tried it though. Because I like had that same kind of oh Jesus, oh my gosh,
There's so many
and
people here.
I know
Yeah.
they are cooking too. Easy peasy.
I'm so excited for summer though, boys.
Oh yeah, I
Crazy.
would compare it if you've ever been swimming at night in like a really warm like day. Like super warm because like inside of the pod is also very like humid and warm, but I don't find it like suffocating. So I got a ticket for Sebastian to do it too, and he was like, "It's hot as fuck in there. I can't breathe in there." But I thought it was nice.
Yeah. I can see him saying that, dude. I could totally
Yeah,
see him saying that.
yeah, and like he's the same way with like a sauna. Like he's not doing a sauna, but I'm down for a sauna.
Love a sauna.
Yeah, I
Love
love
a
a sauna.
sauna. Love the steam room. Dude, I fall asleep in the fucking hot tub.
Oh yeah, dude, I love a hot tub.
I just want a swimming pool, dude. I love to swim, and I don't care what the temperature is so much. I don't really
I
give too
love
much
to
of a fuck.
swim. Oh yeah, I love to swim. And I've swam in some really nasty bodies of water. I'm not gonna lie to you.
50
But
bucks
I'm
for a spa ain't bad though.
no, it really ain't. It's not too bad at all.
I can't believe we're still alive. Dude, we played a game earlier with bees. I swear, Blue had 5 revives of the entire team.
Damn.
You upstairs?
Yep.
Fuck. Alright, motherfucker.
Sorry, smoking on the pot.
The goat. The goat. The goat.
Shield Bubble Boys, get the fuck out of there.
Number one.
What?
I got there first. Dude, I just have a knack for retreating, dude. Retreat.
No, you have a knack for survival, bro. And that ain't a bad thing. Fuck them. The amount of times we've come back, clawed back, and I fucking gotten the sweet taste of revenge to touch my tongue, dude. I'm so fucking, dude. I love coming back and just giving it to him.
Well, we live to fight another day, sir.
Amen.
I'm gonna take another shot of this gluten-free vodka made in Texas.
Gluten free is fucking crazy, dude.
Thank you for the revive, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Number
No
one.
one. It's always number one, dude. It's just when you realize number one is all of us, sir, that's when you win, dude.
Holy fuck. What'd you guys do for Valentine's Day?
I didn't do much. I was at work most of the day.
Yeah. It kind of sucks when you gotta work and you can't really, you know what I mean? You just don't feel the energy to do shit, really.
Oh yeah, for
You're
sure,
like,
dude.
let's just stay in bed and eat some ice cream. I'm cool with that. I
And
went
that's
to see the
essentially what we
orchestra.
did.
It was nice, but I was
You saw the
tired.
orchestra?
Yeah, I went to Pittsburgh to see a symphony there. It was pretty
That's
dope. I was
super
late.
exciting.
But
Yeah,
it was
I
a
love
lot of
it.
people that were late. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
But
that's
now I know
awesome.
you want to arrive 2 hours early. You know what I mean? So you can dibble dabble, drink some of the champagne.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got a lot of
Shite.
Okay, you guys are going for this one.
I would like to win, but I'm not going to.
I got knocked by a bot. Oh no, I didn't. By this pink Power Ranger. Oh shit, it's a whole team in there. All right, they're going for the rest.
Come here.
Yeah, you go.
All right, here's the deal. They're
Jump
not getting
over
us
this
this
thing, get the
easily.
fuck out of here.
Yep. Boom.
We're out of here. We're not getting the vote. Let them take the vote.
Yeah.
What is this? Heels. Fuck.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Back.
Aerial. Here's a mini.
I forgot. Why did I get out of that truck? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm high as shit.
Yeah. As I say, I'm not as effective as I could be tonight, but I think I'm effective enough. But we're gonna die.
Fuck out of here. Oh shit! I forgot I just res this, dude. We gotta fucking yeah. All right. Yeah, we can't lose now, dude. I see a jelly. Oh my god, it's a fucking bogey. I'm fucked. I flew away.
Okay, I hit them pretty hard, but they got me. Oh, and yeah. They're pissed that I got them, so they lasered me, dude.
Alright, regroup. Aerial. Oh, fuck. I canceled it? Alright, chug. Oh, I see you're near the card.
Yes, I'm trying to get Joshy real quick.
You got me. Oh yeah.
Nice, nice.
Oh, guys, excellent. Yeah. So yeah, we were talking about Valentine's Day and things like that a little bit earlier. You know, talking about how everybody likes to be paid attention to. It's a good excuse for that, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, but I think that the symphony is, I got the orchestra is a great idea. That's so fun. I would like to do something like that. I think Sebastian would fucking hate it, but
I thought I would hate it because I'm like, I'm still thinking like, okay, dinner. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, fucking costly and shit. You gotta dress up. You know what I mean? Get a
mm-hmm.
haircut. All this. I'm like, no, dude, tickets for $50. You know what I mean? You can just. No, I saw when I went, everybody wasn't, dressed to the nines. I wore a
Mm-hmm.
suit, obviously, and my girl wore a dress, but it was fun and it was something different. You know what I mean? Like better than
Yeah.
just a movie or a restaurant. And then I saw people there in jeans. Like the old couples is what I really enjoy. Sitting there watching them, old as dirt. You know what I mean? Holding hands
Yeah. Oh yeah.
at the orchestra. It's like I know they ain't fucking tonight, but there's
Yeah.
still intimacy there. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Well, either they're not fucking or they're fucking like crazy. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
It's
right. You
one
Mm.
of
never know.
those.
Yeah, you never knew with it. Yeah. I just remember what was that like plot line in like Parks and Rec or whatever of like
Oh,
chlamydia fucking making a run through of the local like nursing homes or whatever.
Yeah.
here, Ariel, take that.
Either.
Uh, that truck that reboot van is gonna be too hot, so we gotta go this way. Maybe floodgate.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You getting
Okay.
shot at?
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Got
Oh
19
fuck.
HP. Oh god, he's on me. He's oh fuck. God damn.
Shies.
Fuck. All right.
Hey,
You
that
know what
just
we
means we
gotta
got
do.
one more reboot to do. Yeah, we got a mission now.
I see a car. I
He's
The
see.
a
mission, if you
Mexican.
choose to accept it, it's like, of course, always accept the mission, dude.
Give me these bandies. Stick it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the
Oh,
car.
he's going for the res. All right, this is res number 2. We'll see how it goes this time.
Oh yeah, we're right in. We're right there on the cusp. We got a car. We can go pick up that card.
I'm going right for that. Yep.
Slurp track. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big pot over there to carry as well.
I'm getting this chest here. Chest. Okay, let's do it. I'm getting one more chest, and then I'm ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna get in the truck. There's a big pot and chug splashes.
All right.
All right, where's the card? Okay, it's in the storm. Oh yeah, get those splashes so we can heal up in the storm.
Big pot for Ariel. Okay. Let's go.
It's probably just gonna be 2 ticking. We should be good. One.
It's one ticking one. Fuck. Alright, yeah. Boom.
Going right back to that man.
No, actually hit this one right here on the edge of the news circle.
One.
All right, number one. I've
don't know
never
what's
told
up
this
there.
man what to do once in my
We
life,
don't know
dude.
what's up there, brother.
Once in my
He said,
motherfucking
never
life.
mind.
We don't know what's up there, brother.
Get in the fucking hair.
We just our luck. It'll be some bobandies.
Uh,
All right, switch seats. Oh, I got band-aids for you. All right, I'll drive in a little more. All right, nice. There's a gun. Is that a gun? Oh, shield bubble boys. Here,
mhm.
take this gun though. Take this gun.
Thank you.
Here's a stack of ammo.
Meow. You good?
All right. Nice.
That's
We're
fucking
back
good.
in business.
I'm sorry.
We're back
Yeah,
in
it's pretty
fucking
sweet,
business.
boys. We're back at her. I think we should go
Did we
down
do
into
three reboots total?
yeah.
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 Crime City.
Teamwork. It makes the dream work, Bubs. There's another big pot over there.
Yeah, there's one right here too.
And there's one right there. There's a shotgun here. 12 bandies or medkit. Take the medkit.
I would love to find a baseball bat. Oh man, you know, the more that I think about things like this, I'm like, enjoying Fortnite is one of the, has become a big staple in like just my video game experience in general because they have made one hell of a versatile game, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love Fortnite. I've been addicted. Like I wouldn't say addicted, but
Where's the car?
I haven't
I got
enjoyed a
one
game
here
like
on
this
me.
for such a long time.
Oh, it's definitely something that's like we've never seen nothing like this before. To be able to, play with your friends, the way they incorporate it, pop culture, hip hop culture, the music,
Mm-hmm.
the fucking Marvel shit. I want to
Bringing
see when they're
back
gonna
that
drop that.
festival shit.
Yeah, like
That's so cool.
they got some creative thinkers on the team for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes the maps suck, but you'd be like, for what they've done in a short time, I think they surpassed what GTA was trying to do with the fucking online play for sure. Because kids as little as 5 years old play this shit. You know what I mean? So it's no
And then
point
I've
missing
seen
it.
people
Everybody
that are
loves it.
like 60s, 70s playing it like on
Right.
TikTok and stuff.
Everybody loves it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's so versatile.
It's not as toxic as COD. Oh, people behind us. Looks like a whole team. Yeah. It's in the fucking car.
Fucking yeah, get in the car.
I'm in the car, sir. I'm being chased with a baseball bat.
There's someone in the car with you. Ariel. Up in this car.
Oh god. No god.
Fuck.
I was off and
Fuck.
son of a gun, sir.
Chug jug right there. Chug jug. Let me get that AR. Alright.
Is that okay? All
Yeah,
right, I'll give it to you.
I got this.
All right.
I got this green one. Where are we going to the card? Oh yeah.
The circle.
The card.
The circle is there. It's too small. We gotta go to circle.
Alright, let's go. Are you in the car, sir?
Sir, you come. I'm in the circle.
Alright.
Get in the fucking car.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not as brave as he is.
Get in the car.
I do not want to die in a storm.
Alright. Watch this.
Number one moves right here.
Okay, you can come pick me up if you want to, bro.
Nah, this motherfucker's doing some crazy shit right now.
Oh, fuck. I lost the car.
Oh no. Sir.
Fuck. Alright, where are they?
I killed a guy down there. They're up there, I think, but I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, pretty intense
Storm is
now.
opening up to the fucking...
They're up there on that midge right there.
To the
To
van.
your left.
To the van. They can't reach
Okay.
us.
Go.
Holy shit, you bitches are brave.
They can't reach us this fast. They're gonna destroy the car.
Yeah, run away from the car. Over here.
Yeah, come back here, loot up.
Here, I got a shield for you. They can suck it, dude.
Yep, Minnie's up here. You need a gun?
Here, take that right here. Chug.
Alright, I got one gun and the gloves. Oh shit, gun up here. They're at the booth.
They're down here. Shies. Coming through.
He's one shot.
No, fuck! God damn it. Oh,
Fuck, 27. I knew that dude was low. That was a good fight, though. That was a good fight.
Yeah. I think it went well, boys.
Alright, and this was a great episode, man. I enjoyed this episode, dude. I think it's gonna sound much better.
Yeah, I think about an hour in length is pretty decent. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think it will sound better. I think this will probably be the first one we post up, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, yeah, like I said, we'll get some stuff in the description about sending some stuff in. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me, number one.
Number one.
Alright, let's get a fucking dub, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably end the recording here.